I'm just saying, Cal, back me up. Hey, everybody, welcome back to the Spin Rack. This is Mars here. I'm here with my boys, P and Cal. Say what's up, gents.
Hey, what's going on?
Ready to rock.
Hey, today we're talking about the trailer for the new Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man, the streaming January 29th. Selector, can you please play the vid?
Yes.
You're gonna be late.
Simon, I'm up! I'm okay!
Hey, Petey's always been a bit clumsy.
You know me, clumsy, Petey, Parker. Help! Mr. Campbell, I remembered I left something in the bathroom. Deuces. Parker out. Superpower size kid. Know you want a neighbor like me. Look out. Somebody help me! He's running, grab him! Gotcha! I thought it was dead meat. Check out our next victim in his dumbass costume. Is my suit really that bad? Ouch. Oh! Watch out for that ladder! Just consider it a good deed from your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. That's me, by the way. I'm Spider-Man. There we go again. Swimming through the city so fast you could barely notice him. I truly believe that I have these powers to help people, to protect them. Hey, my city, you need me. Taking off the mask, I know what you see. Know you want a neighbor like me. Just a young man cleaning up the streets. Ain't nothing changed, no, this is the real me. So, you're Spider-Man. Might help you achieve greatness. Oh man, this suit's incredible. If you ever need another butt kicking, just look for your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man.
And no, you may not be excused from said test. Ah, nice of you to join us, Mr. Parker. See me after class.
They took my character, the person, my namesake, Peter, my middle name. They took everything from him. Everything from my... You don't know how I had the chemistry sets. I had the Kodak this man camera to match the camera that could fit on Peter Parker's waist. And he just gutted him. They gutted my character.
How did they gut him? I don't see any negativity in that. What are you talking about?
I think it's pretty clear, but I don't necessarily look. I'm probably not as affected since I don't have, Peter Parker. Peter's not my namesake or anything of that nature. But yeah, I can see exactly what he's talking about. Okay,
I don't see it. Sorry, Rob.
you don't see any of it. Not even starting with the costume. That horrible costume. He's in a hockey jersey with tanks on his back. You've got to be kidding me. That costume is an eyesore. Such trash. Norman Osborn is black. He's black.
Well, I knew I was
Clearly,
with that.
Clearly we know Norman Osborn is black.
They,
So, hey,
they explained the waves. They explained, even though he had Richard Nixon hair, they explained the waves because now he's a black.
well, that does explain the waves. He did have those weird
Richard
waves.
Nixon, if you see Richard Nixon's hair, that's what hair Norman had. Come on.
Well, now he has the waves. But look, this is coming from the people from X-Men '97, right, which was successful. They definitely.
No, it's not. He's gone.
No, this is not X-Men '97. This is like, hey, X-Men '97 was a hit. So you're gonna like this too. That's what they're saying.
Cheat.
Come on.
What I'm saying is, look, I like the young, fresh Spider-Man. I like the hockey costume with the tank on the back. I'm okay with that.
You got to be kidding
them
me,
changing.
No,
absolutely.
I
don't know they
I
need
can't
to do that.
You can't. You're not being straight right now. You're being the company man, and we're not even part of the company. There's no way you really like this. No way.
Of course I like it. I think it's a new, fresh take on it. This is only a new, fresh take.
What's fresh about this? What's fresh about this?
Have you seen him with a hockey jersey and a tank on the back? No.
That's what's fresh?
Yes. in the past, it's a young kid. Think of it.
So you were that one.
What do you do as a young kid? He doesn't.
You were that one kid who read that episode. You were that one kid who read that comic of Spider-Man in the Fantastic Four outfit with the paper bag over his head and said, "Yes, give me more of that." You were the one. You were that one kid, right? You were that one letter that got written to Marvel.
I was the one kid that said, "Wow, how did he get all that stuff together right away?" And this is interesting how you have him starting off one way.
They tell us how he gets it together all right away. He works on the web. He works on the web shooters and he sews his outfit. That's it.
Back in the 60s, that's it. But clearly, the kids in the 2020s don't get it, and so they're doing it this way with the.
They should read Amazing Fantasy 15 like we did.
It has to be on TikTok. You don't read TikTok, okay? You don't read TikTok. So I think
okay. Then just watch some of the original cartoons. It's only like a 15, 20 second segment. It's not hard. It's not hard.
I don't think it detracts from the show. I personally don't. Okay.
I don't think you really. You know what? I won't say that. We're on camera. I won't say that.
You want to curse him out? Please do. Please not.
Yo, Petey, you were in a bad mood from the beginning of the day.
No, I'm not I'm in a bad mood because out of all.
Mr. Cosmic News, don't even start, okay?
Look, I'm just saying to you like this. Even though the 60s cartoon, the 90s cartoon had a version that isn't exactly like the teenage one, but it has a split between, the parts where Peter Parker is figuring out what the problem is as Peter Parker, and then the zany stuff of Spider-Man, the jokes. Those two things work for me. It's not exactly like the early stuff, but it's close enough. It works. I understand for Spider-Man and his amazing friends, all that stuff. So it works. But this, trying to turn him into like he's trying to relate, go back to the old. If you're gonna do teenage Peter Parker, and even Kurt Busiek went away from it as like saying, "Hey, I don't want him to be unlikable." The thing is that he has a hard time being around people. Like he's a loner, and you see right before what's the name, Stan and Steve Ditko felt he was a loner right before when he gets in trouble with the protesters, and he goes to the protesters and he saying he's not. I don't got any reason to. They're trying to get him to, and he almost gets into a fight there. So it's like this guy is a loner. They're going too far and making him likable in this thing. And I understand now you have to have a group. So he has a group of people, got girls all around him and whatnot. The thing is, in the comic books, slowly over time, the girls started to like him. But you don't have to say he already got a crew. And the nerdy, the stumbling, that sort of thing.
That's that Arrowverse nonsense where everybody's got to have a team.
Yeah, and but
there's nothing wrong with it, bro. Everybody has a team. I mean, there's not many loners nowadays, so people.
Superman doesn't have a team.
Superman ain't even a citizen. So what are you talking about, bro? He needs to keep everything under the vest. Let's not even start with that, because he's going to be the first person I call when the Trump administration.
Batman in the Matt Reeves movie, Batman doesn't have a team. Doesn't even have Alfred.
Well, they also trying to compete with what Sony did with the into the Spider-Verse.
Miles Morales version of the suit.
But I'm just saying, no, the animation, trying to have it more fun, showing the live streams and all this other stuff, trying to do stuff to be, all right, it feels like old guys trying to make them hip,
Okay, you can do all of that, and maybe you can get some mileage one way or the other, but that outfit is trash. You're telling me you can make web shooters, but you can't make a better outfit than that? It's like you got the scientific know-how. You can put together this technology where you're swinging across the city, and you can't find the best you can do is a hockey jersey. Mind you, he gets a better outfit. He does. He always gets a better outfit from somebody who's like this corporate, who's this corporate dude. So it's either Tony Stark or Norman Osborn, because the only people who can make good outfits seem to be these guys over here who are these corporate robber barons.
And they only make it for Spider-Man. They only make it for Spider-Man. They don't make the outfits for anybody else. Everyone else has.
No. I think you totally misunderstand.
Spider-Man's original outfit was simple. Okay, it was based on a wrestling outfit. It was not hard to make. A kid can make a Halloween costume like that. All they need is a little time. That's all they need. And remember, Spider-Man originally is not this web-swinging neighborhood Spider-Man rescuing people. He initially has a career as what? He's on TV. He's performing.
Yes.
Right?
And that gives us showmanship. That's where the showmanship also comes from.
That's where a lot of this stuff seems to be forgotten. So this was somebody who was able to do, it's just making a good looking outfit. We see cosplayers doing it all the time. They don't have a lot of money, and they don't necessarily have this highfalutin technological background or access to somebody who's in charge of a major multinational corporation. This thing right over here, oh, well, he's a teenager in high school, so it's going to look like trash. No. A lot of teenagers in high school.
Yes.
No, a lot of teenagers in high school can make very, very good looking superhero outfits.
Put the suit back on. Let's take another look at the suit.
If he couldn't make the outfit, he's in high school. I'm very sure he could find somebody who would be able to do it.
All right, look first.
The other thing is in here. Look at
can I say something before you guys keep cutting me off?
You guys are saying a lot too. Let me say something.
No, you can't say anything. You can't say
clearly.
No, I'm just saying.
I think that this suit is very well connected. He's using technology. You see what he's doing.
You can take apart the whole thing.
I don't think he's taking apart the Spider-Man. This is just another take on Spider-Man. And I think as a high schooler, I think it makes a lot of sense. He's going to get what he knows and what to put on. We definitely see that this is just the beginning outfit, and he moves on to a new outfit. You know,
no. They already figured out. No, this thing of him having the freaking like a water squirter thing on his back. Come on, man. Like that's.
It kind of makes sense. Like that's where the website comes from.
You're not supposed to spend time on that.
He's smart enough to concoct this web formula, which has a multiplicity of properties, high scientific value at the end of the day. But we're supposed to believe that the best this dude can do is put on some red and blue trousers and a hockey jersey.
Well, yes. What were you going to say?
One of the things here,
what were you going to say? Let PD say. Let PD talk.
One of the things that they kind of built that he had when you see the original thing. He modifies it for his costume. So he has something set up in his house. Then Roger Stern said, all right, this was something that he was working on, and he utilized this. And then they also added that he has all the extra packets underneath his costume. So he has replacements in there. You don't need to put this in there, and you're supposed to suspend some disbelief. Not say he had to start out with a pack on like a backpack of webs so he could shoot around actually like a spider. It's like they actually put the spider webs on his behind. Like, come on, you can't see that gag.
He had his own belt. He had his own belt where he kept extra web fluid cartridges. He had the spider light. I don't know how much they use that anymore. Okay, but the whole idea was like, all right, this is how we do it. So if he runs out, he can always go get some more. And he still had the issues where he ran out. He was like, oh, wait a minute, I'm all out of weapon. That means all the cartridges were gone. But at the very least, it looked better than this. Okay, there was more thought. This is a Silver Age character, which supposedly it's a Silver Age, but there was more thought into how he was going to go about doing what he did than we see right over here. This right over here is primed for failure. It's primed to get snagged, cut, whatever it may be. It's just this looks like, really, it just looks like some hockey pocky at the end of the day.
Okay, and so why I disagree with you because again, he's a high schooler. He's just becoming a superhero. He's trying to do good, and then he's trying to put something on. This is anything in his wheelhouse. You can go home.
No, he can go home and silk screen it. He can go home and silk screen the outfit.
No, you got to
go home and silk screen the outfit.
He has his jersey. He has his.
You're making the same mistake these guys make when it comes to approaching these characters. Becoming a superhero doesn't mean, how do I make the best possible costume? Hopefully some robber baron will come over here and make one for me. Becoming a superhero,
I take offense to the characterization of these guys as robber barons.
How do I save people without hurting them or myself ending up dead in the process? That's where your focus is supposed to be. Hey, they're bank robbers here. How do I stop them without anybody getting hurt? That's your focus, not, hey, I'm starting out. How do I put together the most ugly costume ever okay, to show that I don't
That
know what
makes
the heck I'm
no
doing.
sense, Cal. You think Spider-Man, Peter Parker, the originals, like he's saying, "Oh, no thought into my costume." You have to, both of them have to put some thought into
Oh,
their costume.
I already
Using that
addressed
logic
that.
makes no sense at
What
all.
are you talking about? I already addressed that. I addressed
You know
that
what I'm
saying
trying to
that,
say?
hey,
You're saying
Peter
that he's
Parker, the
not.
original Peter Parker, his outfit was for what? It was for he was on TV and he made it himself. Now we're saying, oh, because he's in high school, this guy doesn't know his ass from his elbow. So what's your point? Where's your footing on?
My point is that this works perfectly fine, and I think that the stuff that you're bringing up is just quibble. You know, there's no real issues at all. And I think that we've seen the issue when Miles Morales came out with his hoodie uniform. People are like, oh my gosh, you can't do that. That's too hard. And you find out that's like one of the most popular costumes that people used to wear during the cons and stuff like that for
Because it's
years.
easy to do. You can just go to the store, get a mask, and put a hood on. That's not a costume.
wait,
But it is.
all right. No, going back to the costume, when you try to put
Ben Riley uses it.
look, when you try to put all this thought into the costume and say, okay, this is like in the comics, that's his first outfit when he was being a wrestler was just like, let me try this out. And then next thing you know, he puts time into it, makes the real costume. This one is like, all right, we making sense. He's a kid. He grabs some stuff, some knee pads, this, that, and the other, gloves without fingers so he can stick to the walls. What about his feet? What about the freaking soles on those feet? So he's climbing just by his arms. Like, come on, you can't try to figure all this stuff. He's not walking around with his feet out. Like, come on. Even the comic book said, hey, the Spider-Man had soft shoes and didn't go too crazy with trying to make sense of how the fingers stick to the walls when he has gloves on. Don't put all this nonsense into it and then have Norman Osborn, the crime of the century, having Norman Osborn, this father figure thing. Like, the thing of the comic book is that the closest thing he gets to a father figure is Captain Stacy and Robbie Robertson. And, actually, he had, the first father figure is actually, I guess you could say James Jonah Jameson, but a gruff, like that sort of thing that you can't see the connection. But he got the real ones with these real dudes that were great characters. Norman Osborn is the first one he takes to? Nah, that ain't working for me.
Not only that, Norman Osborn, the costume he gives him is the Future Foundation's costume that he gets when he becomes a member of the Fantastic Four. So it shouldn't even be from Norman Osborn. It should be from Reed Richards, if anyone.
Reed Richards isn't here yet, so you got to drop that.
It's the Future Foundation's costume.
It's not happening.
Don't tell me to drop anything when that's the Future Foundation.
In this universe, there's no Fantastic Four yet. Okay, so we got to do what we got to do. We can't hold off on costumes till we finally get the X-Men and the Fantastic Four. You nuts?
You point out the thing every time everyone asks, where was this person? Where was that person? You can accept that there's no Fantastic Four here now, and then now they're going to explain.
Ever will be.
You shouldn't have to explain everything. If you can accept that there's no other people here that he can get a costume from, he can't go to Iron Man and get a costume. He can't do it himself. Like,
he just started. He doesn't meet all these people yet, Petey. Right? And who does he meet? He meets Norman Osborn because Osborn is someone, you just said, he looked up to him. He probably got the scholarship to come by there. He knows his son. So boom, that explains a lot right there,
It explains anything.
Probably helps confide in him. Who knows what's going on there?
That hurts.
I think we're missing the whole thing.
It's the same thing I've been railing against for years. Their approach to these characters is that they're stupid, okay? That nobody runs around in these outfits. The only way that you'd be able to they would have to be these high-tech, and they want to throw all these words like, microfiber, polymer, and just throw all this nonsense at the end of the day because, hey, when we grew up, these guys pretty much made their own stuff. The Flash, that whole costume that came out of a ring, he did that. We had no idea how he did it. It just looked cool. And we were like, all right, cool. No big deal. Now we got to explain away all this stuff because, it's got to make sense because they think it's stupid. There's no suspension of disbelief. Like Petey already said, it's stupid. We got to make this make sense for who? Not for kids who it's meant for. We got to make this make sense for adults, okay, who don't really give a damn about this anyway because it's for kids. So the whole idea is you got to explain. Look how much explaining you got to do. Why does he have this? Why does he have that? Why does he have this outfit if the Fantastic Four is there? This is more explaining than you ever had to do with Spider-Man that we grew up with. There was never this amount of explaining.
And you don't have to explain. It's you guys are assuming because of your past history that you have to go into it. Anyone who says Spider-Man on here says,
any kid with an inkling of sense, is going to look at this and say, wait a second, that's not his outfit. The kids know what Spider-Man's outfit looks like. They've been to the movies.
This is a new take on Spider-Man's costume.
They don't care. They're going to look at this and be like, hey, why does his outfit look like trash? Why doesn't he have the other outfit? And then they're going to be like, what? And then the kids already know, look, I can put together a pretty good outfit that looks a lot better than that. Why, that doesn't even look like the stuff I get in the bag when I go to the Halloween store. Why does it look so bad? This is trash. I'm out. I'm just going to read manga from here on in. Akira, here I come.
Look, the other thing I'll say is that
that's like a 20-year-old comic, bro. Manga. So
all right, look, wait. No, you going to there was all right. Forget he said his comment. You don't need to comment to that. As a kid,
why can't I comment? If he says it, I can comment. He says the point it makes that he says that is that he's talking about Akira.
You can't read about Akira, and you want to correct
30 years old. 30 years old. That's the point. He's stuck in the old. He's stuck in the old. He's not trying to new. That's the point.
I said Akira for you because if I said one of the modern anime, you wouldn't know it.
How would you know till you say it, bro? All right. So, Petey.
No, I would say I'm going with this. The electric company. Even the Spider-Man didn't talk. It felt like the real Spider-Man.
I hated the Spider-Man Electric Company. He didn't do nothing. It was quick, 2-3 minutes.
How old were you when you were watching Electric Company?
It was horrible, bro.
No, it wasn't.
I waited and I waited. And then he got
how old were you when watching it? 20?
Yep. That's what it seems like. You were watching these
20 years old looking at the Electric Company for Spider-Man? Are you kidding?
No, I was saying when I was a kid and I watched it, I waited for Spider-Man.
Think about it like this. I said to my father that I didn't like Sesame Street, and he told me, no, you don't remember that when you liked it. At some point you liked this other one better, but you guys used to beg to watch Sesame Street. So it's like you can grow out of it and then look at it going past, reflect and saying, oh, that was terrible. Oh, he didn't do anything. He didn't fight. Oh, he lost to the can crusher. That sort of thing. But as a kid, the motions, that sort of thing, all that stuff, you can look at it now and say, oh, I can critique it from hell, but at the same time, we had the costume. And the costume felt realer than the TV show. It didn't have the belt. There's one period where they had the belt on the outside, but early on, they didn't have the belt on the outside. They just had the costume. And it was a thin Spider-Man running around there doing, having the spider poses. So this thing of having this and all that come on.
Look,
they ruined Peter Parker.
You guys are going too far.
We accepted the question,
did
Spider-Man
like
television show.
That's what we need to get to. Did you like the trailer, yes or no?
We accepted the Spider-Man television show, despite the fact that this guy's web shooter was shooting rope. The web shooters were on the wrist, even though we didn't need to see all of that, and we still accepted it. We still accepted it because we were like, all right, you know what? This is still Spidey at the end of the day. Peter Parker looks kind of grown, but hey, kids like, no, we got this is enough. We can go with this whole thing right over here. This, everything out. Threw it all out. We can't even get the outfit. We can't even get the proper outfit.
It's just the initial. Look, did you guys not, you jaded individuals who
the old jaded. I was so jaded.
Guys. Let's call it what it is. The old jaded guy. Did you like the thing? I think it was pretty good. Look, that's a great look at the outfit. The hockey jersey.
It was a great trailer for a different character. Invincible.
It's an initial costume he's just starting. Look at the spider. What about you guys gonna complain about the spider symbol too? That he drew that weirdly? You know what I'm trying to say?
That's a spider symbol? I thought that was a stain.
That's why I can't deal with you guys. So, did you like the trailer? Did you like the trailer? That's the question. And that's what we're here about. Not this critique of the outfit and stuff. Did you like the trailer? So I'm going to pass this on to one of you guys who's most eloquent in this, and I'm hoping for them to be fair and balanced, okay? And clearly that's not you, Cal. Petey, I'm going to give you another chance to redeem yourself. Did you like the trailer?
I did not like it.
In one word, you did not like the trailer?
I did not like it.
You know what? I'm skipping you. Cal, I apologize for what I said. Did you like the trailer, yes or no?
No.
Screw both of you, because clearly you guys are looking at
He has the things on the arm was supposed to be actual where the webbing was. So why does he have the thing on the arm when he has the big tub of
because it holds it. That holds
the
bracelet holds it.
the 3 gallon Coke bottle of web fluid. Come on, man.
Because it holds it. That's why.
No, the thing is, this is what that is for.
What about the book bag? You don't like the book bag on his back? What about that?
He doesn't always have the book, but he takes the book bag off, doesn't he? We had the reverse shot. I caught myself there. We had a reverse shot where we didn't see the backpack. He's taking it off from time to time. What is that? He's a backpack rapper? Come on.
Oh, whatever.
Backpack off. We know Spider-Man's backpack is web fluid turned into
Thank
a
you.
thing on his back.
Thank you. I was waiting for some. I was waiting. Thank you. Spider-Man's backpack is webbing. That way, when he takes the stuff out, it just dissipates. He doesn't need a book bag.
Okay, clearly this review went left.
Not good enough. He has had was it Patagon? What bag is that they have? Something that the kids have these days. And he got some. Come on, man.
This is terrible.
Right, so let's wrap this up.
Web shoot. It's looks like he's Bane or something. Like he's gonna get jacked up with Venom. It's terrible.
Yeah, it's
not even close. So let's wrap this up. Hey, if you like what you heard, please comment, subscribe, give a thumbs up, and definitely give some comments about these two. Spinner Rack.
This is worse than when they allowed Bendis to work on the.
Why does Bendis have to come into this?
Because they gave him the license to make his own Spider-Man cartoon, and
it was one of the successful.
But at the same time, he was joking around more. He wasn't the Peter Parker that goes around here trying to sell himself to. I'm the friendly neighbor. It was cynical. He meant that in a cynical way when he was like that, where he's getting bad press and he's saying, "I'm your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man." Now he actually is everyone's friend. Oh yeah, that's the guy who protects us in the neighborhood. No, he look at the paper and be like, "Oh my God, I just saved everybody. I saved whole New York, and I'm getting bad press."
Exactly. So if you like what you heard, give us a thumbs up, comment, subscribe. Spin Rack.
We're gonna get it after this one.
Spin Rack.
Yeah. We're out.
We're out.